Welcome to TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. After being sworn in January, Judge Jeff Johnson of the Cleveland Municipal Court officially held his first court session. Here's TV20's Alex Picterna with that story.
Judge Johnson is a recognizable figure to many Clevelanders, having served on the Cleveland City Council and as a state senator of Ohio. Surprisingly, a career in politics was not something he had ever envisioned while growing up in Cleveland.
I actually lived both in Glenville and Collinwood. I claim both. I'm a railroader. I graduated from Collinwood High School. And my dad, many years ago, before I went into college, said I should be an attorney. And I laughed it off because I was playing sports and I was a jock. So I say that to say is that at the very first time someone presented the whole idea of law, I laughed it off and said I want to do something else. Through my evolution, I never thought I would pursue the judicial branch because you can't do a lot of politics.
While highlighting his accomplishments, Judge Johnson openly acknowledged his past mistakes and reflected on the personal growth he has experienced as a result.
I served under the great Council President George Forbes. It was a very colorful experience. Anybody knows the history, but I learned so much. Lonnie Burton, late great Lonnie Burton, was there when I showed up, and Fannie Lewis was one of my mentors. So I got a well-grounding when I was there in the 80s, yeah. I became a state senator for 9 years, representing the northeast part of Cleveland and parts of the eastern suburbs. And then I lost everything when I was convicted for a fundraising scandal in the late 90s. So I had to rebuild the career. And Jane Campbell gave me my first job once I returned from 9 months in federal prison.
Judge Johnson humbly acknowledges that his journey to this point would not have been possible without the support of individuals who recognized his accomplishments and granted him a second chance. Furthermore, he is committed to extending that same support by reaching back and uplifting those who have made mistakes in their past and aspire to grow beyond them.
Jane Campbell, for her, because I literally just got out a few months out of prison, so for her it was, I've known Jeff so many years, and we sat down, we talked at great length, and I think she was comfortable with me because people react differently when they have life-changing experiences like going to prison. She saw that I wasn't bitter and I wasn't holding grudges, and so she gave me a chance. And I took that chance and ultimately became a member of her cabinet. So she's the one who gave me that opportunity, but I had to earn the respect of the community, and I worked real hard as Director of Community Relations. I kept studying and working hard. You just should never give up on yourself. And that's the message I've been telling folks, people who've come out of prison. You know, I go to a lot of meetings, I go to a lot of events. When people want to seal their records, I talk to them about how important it is to do the things necessary so that you can get your record sealed.
Before accompanying the judge into his courtroom, we discussed his experience with the Cleveland Municipal Courts thus far. Judge Johnson shared how he hopes his decades of public service will enable him to deliver fair and equitable justice to those in need within the city of Cleveland.
Now, the great process of the Cleveland Municipal Court is they give you time to get used to the environment. So I was shadowing existing judges now for about a month and a half. So when I finally got there, the bench wasn't a stranger to me because I literally sat next to it, but I was there by myself this time. So a little bit of nervousness and a great amount of excitement and feelings of accomplishment. And because of my past, I'm very comfortable dealing with the public. So I was not intimidated, obviously, with that, given what I've done in my public service career. If you know my history in public service, I'm milder. I'm not so much of a firebrand as I used to be, but the fire still burns relative to doing the right thing and providing justice, being fair, and as I assess what's best for the community and best for the person that's standing in front of me. I'm excited about going every day. I'm here 3 days a week. I'm on the bench, so it's been a great week. Nervous, but I think every time I continue to do it, the better.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
As Easter festivities approached, Councilman Charles Slife welcomed families to his highly anticipated annual egg hunt event. TV20's Alex Picterna was on the scene wearing bunny ears.
Impet Park in Cleveland's Ward 17 played host to the annual Egg Hunt Extravaganza, a beloved tradition that draws families from across the area. This year's event featured a staggering 3,600 eggs carefully hidden throughout the park, awaiting discovery by eager young participants.
We had about 3,600 eggs, and it's pretty fantastic how quick about 100 or so kids can find 3,600 eggs. So it didn't last too long, but we had a lot of fun.
Even after the last egg was found, the festivities showed no signs of winding down.
Also fortunate to have the Trash Talkers from St. Edward High School out here, the Circus Company from St. Ignatius, the Mounted Unit, Canine Officer, Cleveland Fire in the Smokehouse, City Dogs, which is the dog kennel, adopt a dog, just as a way to help people have a little bit of fun before and after the event.
While acknowledging a council member's primary role in driving development within the city, Councilman Slife firmly believes in the importance of nurturing community growth as well.
As councilman, I'm always trying to just find ways that, you talk about all the big, brick and mortar development, all things downtown, but to me, like, part of living in Cleveland is just the sense of community, kids playing on the playground behind you, and I love having events like this just because it brings people out to the park. It's an opportunity for neighbors to meet neighbors, and what I'm most excited about is next year, this playground will probably be gone. We'll have a brand new playground that'll even be bigger and better.
More than just a hunt for colorful eggs, the event brought together families, neighbors, and the entire community in a celebration of the Easter season. For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Celebrated the first day after Easter Sunday, Dyngus Day is a traditional Polish festival that marks the end of the observance of Lent. Now let's go to TV20's Alex Picterna with the story on this year's celebration.
Now on its 12th year of being formally celebrated in the city of Cleveland, Dyngus Day had humble beginnings within the Happy Dog Bar and Restaurant of Gordon Square, while now encompassing nearly the entire neighborhood. This year, it is welcoming an estimated 50,000 guests to partake in the Polish festivities and traditions. It is an overwhelming sight to behold, with Polish drinks and culinary crafts as far as the eye can see. If just a small plate of pierogies wasn't enough, attendees could enter the pierogi eating contest. Or if they were of a showier inclination, they could vie for the title of 2024 Miss Dyngus. Of course, no Polish celebration would be complete without polka music, so for those who are not fans of the genre, covering your ears may be advised for this next segment.
Just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot.
It's Dyngus Day 2024! Here we are! Na zdrowie!
You promised me to spend all my money. You laugh and call me old Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! I'm telling you, baby, I'm through with you. Because just
Dyngus Day! Dyngus Day, as a Polish girl that grew up in Slavic Village, this is a day to celebrate our heritage and the community and getting just to come together and celebrate not only being Polish, but also the start of spring.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Thank you very much for those great stories, Alex. To learn more about Dyngus Day, you can visit clevelanddyngus.com. The Cudell Fine Arts Center hosted the 23rd Annual Art Exhibition and Awards, showcasing some of the best pieces of art from area residents. Ashley Guzina is the Cultural Arts Manager for the Cleveland Division of Recreation, and she said the exhibit was for anyone, regardless of their abilities as an artist.
There are 90 venues throughout the United States. We are the only one in the state of Ohio, and we are also one of the largest shows for the National Arts Program. This year we're showcasing over 250 artists and gave out 48 different prizes. The National Arts Program, their whole motto is unleashing the artists within. So the National Arts Program, much like the city of Cleveland, and our philosophy is everybody is an artist. It doesn't matter your ability, your training, anything like that. Everybody can do art, everybody's an artist, and we celebrate everyone.
The art exhibit was open to City of Cleveland residents, employees, and community partners. As for judging, Guzina says they chose local artists from across all disciplines to judge the event, picking new judges each year.
Every year we have new judges. This year we had a photographer by the name of Denise Renee. She came in and was one of our judges. We had a ceramicist by the name of Jack Valentine. And then also we had a CMSD teacher by the name of Tony Reno come in and be our judges. So we like to vary our judges. They always have different backgrounds when they come together. That way we feel like it's the fairest way to judge the work.
Judge Denise Renee said it was no easy task to judge the exhibit.
It was a tough call on some of the categories. There were some really good artists, particularly in the professional category. We didn't always, there were 3 of us judges, and we didn't always see eye to eye, but we were able to come to an agreement towards the end.
Artist Samantha Bias works in ceramics and had her award-winning piece, Deconstructing the Constructed, on display. Bias, who is also an instructor at the center, said a piece like this takes more time than you think.
During my free time as an instructor, I've been learning how to do the wheel, and I've only been doing the ceramic wheel for about a year, and I did the vase on the wheel, and then I was able to cut into it through experimentation, and I made this ribboned vase. I was a little bit nervous. It did take quite a bit of time to make, and you put your heart into something, but I wanted to take a leap of faith, so I did it, and it paid off.
Top honors went to local artist Pamela Griffith for her piece, Head Trauma. Griffith got her inspiration from daily aspects of her life.
I actually work at a thrift store, hence where I get all these fun pieces from. I work in the toy department, so things that we would normally not sell or save, I buy them from the store and I use them for art. You know, there's a lot of issues with mental health, so that's where the head trauma name comes from, not actually like a head trauma accident, but more dealing with things in your head. I think women should speak about whatever is bothering them, and it's sort of telling people, you know, open your mouth, speak, say what you're dealing with, and get the help that you need.
Congratulations to all the artists whose work is on display at this year's exhibit. TV20's Errol Porter visited the Shaker Square neighborhood to meet with 2 female business owners who have dedicated their careers to ensuring the women of Cleveland always look and feel their best.
Thanks, Dan. I'm Errol Porter reporting for the city of Cleveland, and we made a stop here at Fashions by Fowler as we continue our celebration of women in business here in Cleveland for Women's History Month. These 2 sisters have been providing a lot of swag for the ladies in Cleveland for over 35 years.
Tracy and Renee Fowler's connection to fashion runs deep, rooted in a lineage that stretches back to their mother.
So we grew up in the fashion business. My mother's a fashion designer. So this is my big sister. And at the time, like, I want to do what you're doing. I want to do what you're doing. And I was in school. And I'm like, when I get out of school, we're going into business together.
As my sister said, our mother is a designer. So she used to drag us to the fabric stores, yes, but not knowing then that that's going to be our livelihood. So we always were a part of the fashion industry. But she's the one that actually designed. So as things progressed and we started our business, we used to work with a lot of different entertainers. And so our mother actually would design, me and my sister would design the clothes, and our mother would make them. So we started off in the entertainment industry once we got into it, and that really gave us a great push. And prior to that, I was doing modeling and beauty pageants, and Tracy was doing her thing, and it just was a wonderful next level thing to do, to be in the fashion industry.
Over the past 35 years, with fashion trends continually evolving, I talked with the Fowler sisters about what measures they've taken to ensure their ongoing relevance in the industry.
We started in East Cleveland, and we were there for about 10 years, and then we moved from East Cleveland to the corner of Lee and Mayfield in Cleveland Heights, and now we're on the historical Shaker Square. So one thing we do, we don't look at it as competition, because we feel that everybody has something unique to offer. Our gauge is normally, we do big prom business, so prom is our thing for the younger ladies, but on an everyday vibe, we tend to deal with the women that's 30 and over. And so So we just specialize in, we have a motivational company and a live production company that every Saturday we go live, and we have a show called Keeping Your Pretty. And that's what we do. We try to keep women's pretty. No matter what age they are, we got to keep it going strong for them. So like we said, we don't believe in the competition. We just do our own thing.
It's nothing like doing something that you love to do, and we just gotta, feel for the business and just kept it going, seeing what our customers like, and put our own spin on it.
Some of our things was featured on the cover of Ebony magazine. That was awesome. And other publications, we work with politicians and just various people that we've been enjoying over 35 years working with.
However, keeping pace with trends is merely one aspect of the equation. During our discussion, we delved into how the sisters managed the delicate balance between their familial bond and their professional partnership in the fashion industry.
We have been really blessed. I mean, of course you're gonna clash on something, but as far as business, that's what makes us a good team. Because some things I'm like, she's like, yeah, and vice versa. I mean, and we're just really close sisters. Not only do we work together, we talk on the way home, and we live like 10 minutes away from each other, and our husbands are really close. So, it's like, we just together all the time.
Yes, we are. Oh, my goodness.
Most siblings couldn't do it like how we do, and I understand that.
Yeah, and even if we get mad at each other, it's short-lived.
Oh, yeah.
We just keep it moving. It's awesome. It really is. It's awesome because, like I said, us having a motivational company, that's what it's all about. It's making a woman feel good, because we as women go through a lot. So when they come in here, we want them to relax. We want to bring out their very best. Whatever it is, that's what we try to bring out in our customers.
Wow. That was a great story. Remember, Fashions by Fowler, 35 years in business. What an exciting story. And they let nothing get in their way. Hey, I'm Errol Porter, reporting for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. You can find Fashions by Fowler located at 13119 Shaker Square. You can also visit their website at fashionsbyfowler.com. The East Professional Center hosted the 2024 Healthy Teens Summit, an event aimed at promoting wellness among local youth. TV20's Alex McTurner was on the scene and has this report.
The recent summit aimed to equip students from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District with vital knowledge and guidance on navigating sexual health responsibly.
It's going to give information about STIs, how to prevent getting in contact with sexually transmitted diseases, as well as preventing pregnancy, because we have high teen pregnancy rates in the city of Cleveland and high rates of STI, so sexually transmitted infections. So just to give them information on how to avoid getting in contact with those illnesses and how to protect themselves.
By raising awareness, the summit sought to empower teenagers to take charge of their sexual well-being proactively.
I think we need to normalize sexual behavior and reproductive health, so we do offer teen health clinics at 2 of our health centers, and we want teens to come. They can come 13 years of age and older. A lot of teens don't know that. They don't need their parental consent. They don't parents' consent, so we're here to help them. We're here to work partnership with Cleveland Municipal School District, and we're here to just be a partner to make sure that teens are well equipped and they can make better decisions.
While standard topics such as contraceptives and the prevention of sexually transmitted diseases were covered, a significant highlight focused on equipping attendees with the ability to recognize and respond appropriately to abusive or otherwise unhealthy relationships.
When teens come into our facility, we do ask if they're in a safe relationship, are they safe at home, so we explore all the factors that might be going on in their life, but we do emphasize that we ask the age of their partner, and we are mandatory reporters as well, but everything is confidential except when there's a situation that might be an abusive situation. We'll let them know that, hey, we will have to report this, but other than that, we do go talk about coerciveness, are they engaging in any behavior that they don't feel comfortable with. So we do have that. We build a rapport. We do have those hard conversations, but we do seem to connect well with our teen population.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Thanks, Alex. Residents of all ages interested in acquiring more information about the comprehensive services offered by the Cleveland Department of Public Health can visit www.clevelandhealth.gov. TV20's Errol Porter took to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse for the YMCA's annual Healthy Kids Day. Let's go to Errol with the story.
Thanks, Dan. I'm here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in downtown Cleveland, where the YMCA and the Cavs have teamed up to present Healthy Kids Day.
Healthy Kids Day, an annual nationwide initiative led by the YMCA across 1,400 locations in the United States, aims to promote children's involvement in physical activity while fostering connections between families and essential community resources.
Coming out, having a good time with some of our community partners, because the Y cannot do it alone. And so we're here to build healthy relationships and, of course, to build your mind, body, and spirit and give back to the community and show the community, you know what, you can have a little fun while being healthy. The YMCAs, a lot of people think that it's just gym and swim, but we're more than that. We're a place that we're going to build a brighter future for you. There's socialization, of course, there's fitness, but just come down and check us out. We are a lot of different things to different people, and we have 11 branches in the greater Cleveland area. Feel free to take a tour and then also take advantage of a 3 free-day pass.
Children were welcome to partake in a plethora of physical activities, while parents had the opportunity to explore the offerings from various vendors at the event site.
Well, Family Connections serves families in Northeast Ohio with children from birth to about age 6. We operate playrooms that are free in several of the libraries, as well as one in the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Community Center. And we have our Spark program, which is kindergarten readiness for any 3 or 4-year-old in Cuyahoga County. If you'd like to find out more, you can go to familyconnections1.org, and all our programs are there.
Because anybody can save a life if they're willing to save a life. So we're just having a demonstration that the kids and adults can come and try it out. We've heard a few cases in schools where we've taught some kids where they had to use it at home with grandparents and parents. So it's a good thing that everybody needs to know. You can go to the Cleveland website, City of Cleveland website, or you can go to clevelandems.com.
I support individuals that have a disability. We go out and we do presentations out in the community. We present to businesses, their staff. We talk about disability etiquette and inclusion. And we also we present for organizations' staff. And we teach them also about the disability etiquette and inclusion. It's about including people that have a developmental disability. You can reach us. We have a website. It's cuyahogaBDD.org. You can go onto our website, and we have ways that you can reach out to us by that.
However, the standout feature of the event was students engaging in basketball drills, led by the coaches of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's always exciting for these kids to be a partnership with our Cavaliers, give us the opportunity to come out here and enjoy this practice court. And then we got the coaches here to help us out as well. That's a good partnership. We've been around for quite some time, being able to share space, being able to share skills, being able to get our parents the opportunity to come down to a Cav game. Got our logo, so it's a good partnership with the Cavs.
The Cavs and TV20, we are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. And finally, the City of Cleveland further commemorated Women's History Month by welcoming local vendors into City Hall as part of their ongoing celebration. Here's more with TV20 reporter Alex Picterna.
Featuring an array of vendors ranging from cooks and candle makers to even popcorn vendors. The event served as a celebration not only of local entrepreneurs, but also of the resilience embodied by the women of Cleveland.
So City Hall thought it would be a fabulous idea to showcase several of the local area women-owned businesses. And we have been a locally owned business operating primarily in downtown Cleveland for the last dozen or so years. And so they reached out to us to see if we would be a part of this event. And when I started off, I was actually a cottage industry, which means that I was working out of my home. I didn't have a storefront, didn't have the capital to actually have a brick and mortar store to start with. Worked very hard, very long hours out in the community at different events, making my product at home, was finally able to secure a location in downtown Cleveland. Been there for a decade, but even having that location, we still have a couple of mobile units where we're out and about in the communities. We We've seen our share of protests downtown. Certainly COVID was quite a challenge for us to overcome, and we had to really be creative about how we would stay open and service our customers during those couple of years.
So today I am here to present More Love, and I am a doula as well as a mental health specialist. So I offer I offer services to the community that are mental health based. I'm a mother, a full-time mother, I'm a student, so being able to balance that life out is a struggle. But however you have to overcome, you have to figure out your priorities, what matters most to you. And just to be here in this present means that I'm really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm here fulfilling my dreams so that I can leave something for my kids behind to say my mom did this.
The committee orchestrating the event, along with numerous other Women's History Month initiatives hosted by the city of Cleveland, expressed immense delight at the turnout and the warm reception received.
To know the diversity and culture we have in the city of Cleveland is amazing. So to be honest, I feel empowered. It's so amazing, I must say, to have a woman from all walks of life. We're multicultural, and we're also just wanting to make sure the community feels supported and represented here at City Hall as well.
We have some food vendors. We have vendors that sell different products. They sell t-shirts, shea butters, jewelry. Then we have some also that candles, and then popcorn. Yes. So various different walks of life. They're different racial backgrounds, but they're all female-owned businesses in the city of Cleveland.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Thanks, Alex. You know, you can watch TV20 wherever you go by hitting up our live stream on our website at TV20Cleveland.com. We are constantly uploading new content on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page, so make sure you hit that subscribe and like button so you don't miss out on anything. You can also connect with TV20 Cleveland on your favorite social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thank you so much for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.